something I like to call, put this up here the right way, Mount Rushmore. You know what Mount Rushmore is. Y'all seen that before. Huggy still laughing and crying at the same time because they lost. Anyway, y'all heard of Mount Rushmore, right? I want to do a little, I want to quickly go through the Alabama. Not the great. I want to go through the greatest quarterbacks in Alabama history. That list is too difficult. But I just wanted to go to the greatest tied NFL quarterbacks. The criteria is a ring, and I can only do this now because I got 4 heads. I couldn't do this last week, but today I can do this. Starting at number 1, and kids, get your pen and paper out. It's gonna be a little bit of a history lesson here. Of course, I don't like them. I'm gonna start with them faces. Yeah, let's start with them faces like that. Yes. Yeah, when we're talking about Crimson Tide, that's how we got to start out. But at number 1, you got Bart Starr. That's a young Bart Starr, born in January 9th, 1934, from Montgomery, Alabama. I didn't know that. He did pass away May 26th in Birmingham, 2019. But Starr was a quarterback for the university back in the days before Bear Bryant, from 52 to 55. I don't even know how he got drafted, but listen to this. He was drafted 17th round by the Packers. Now, I don't know how many teams they had, but 17th round still seemed like a long time. But he played for the Packers 1956 to 1971. He became the starting quarterback for the Packers, like some guy who got fired drafted him. But when Vince Lombardi saw him, he said, that's my guy at 59. Now, I don't know if y'all realize this. We didn't always have a Super Bowl. All right? So before the Super Bowl, this man picked up some hardware. Oh, this is funny to me. It was like he won 6 NFL titles. That's what it was called before the Super Bowl. And in those titles, he completed, in those title games, he completed 84 of 145 passes. Ain't that what Tua throwing down there every Sunday in Miami? It's funny because it's not a lot of yards. Not a lot of throwing. It was 1,000 yards in all 6 of them title games. 1,000 yards in 6 title games. I'm going somewhere with this. With only 1 interception though. His performance in Super Bowl, as he got the MVP in both of them. This is a 17-round draft pick. Talking about Brady. Talking about Tom Brady. I think the GOAT is Bart Starr. Are we going on rings? He got 8. The man is in the Hall of Fame. The man was great. He was a GOAT. He set records back for passing and all that stuff. Of course, he was ahead of his time, but he had one record that stood from 1964 to 1965. He attempted 294 passes without an interception. And while that was in 1965, that record stood till 1991. Can y'all believe that? I like Jameis Winston, but I don't think he can say that. Jameis been on fire. Y'all been watching him? Next on the list, Joe Willie Namath. Born in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, still rocking around here somewhere on May 31st, 1943. Played for Alabama under Coach Bryant. And the Britannica said that Coach Bryant was a famous developer of quarterbacks. I don't know if I ever knew him as that. We ran the ball by the time I was born. So anyway, Joe Willie Namath, he got drafted and then he went to the Jets because they paid him $400,000. He went and got that money. And, he retired because they wanted him to give up his ownership in a New York nightclub. That's why they started calling him Broadway Joe, because he was making a lot of money at that nightclub, because I think he did say deuces at least to the Jets. But his first season with the Jets in 1967, he threw for 4,000 yards. That boy was slinging it. Really. And they say he kind of like Muhammad Ali, but for football, because he represented a transformation in sports. Because he was, he used to be out in the streets. He was out there on him, Huggy. Huggy, he was on him. I'm going to just say it like that. They were like this. Namath was known as much for his late night carousing with beautiful women as for his performances on the field. He was out there hugging. Huh? You seen them pictures of Joe with them shades on, them minks? You seen the boots? Stacey Adams, goose skin. Anyway, he was a new type of male that time, long hair. He had a helmet where his hair would laying out. You know, he was just out there doing it, man. But that thing when he did the pantyhose commercial, that did cause quite the consternation around the country. Anyway, he was the one that guaranteed the Super Bowl win, and he did go on to get that victory against the Baltimore Colts, who were coached by Don Shula, if y'all didn't know that. 1969 Super Bowl. Joe Willie Namath. Next up, y'all know who it is. Now, Ken Stabler, better known as Jake the Snake, long time the color analyst guy that was up there with Eli Gold for many years from Foley, Alabama, born in, I didn't know he was a Christmas baby. Born in 45. I'm a Christmas baby. Did not know that. Back when he played, it was kind of, Snake had a bit of a reputation. He got kicked off the team, cutting class in his senior year. He came back and they let him play because somebody really got hurt. They had an 8-2-1 record, including they lost to Tennessee. But though the season was lackluster, this is when we was just like the school across the other side of the state. Stabler provided a memorable moment in the Iron Bowl, trailing 3-0 in a game drenched by rain, probably poor field conditions, probably played in Auburn. Stabler scampered through the mud for a 47-yard game-winning touchdown, which gave the Tide a 7-3 victory over Little Brother. They say, oh, it was at Legion Field. Yeah, in Birmingham. The play is commonly referred to as run in the mud. Oh, that's not very creative. But we won. Alabama won that one. That's all we care about. His career accolades, NFL Player of the Year, 74, first team All-Pro, second team, 4 Pro Bowls, passing touchdown leader in the NFL in 74, 76, completion percentage leader in 73, 76. The boy, he was a wild boy. You know, the Raiders back at that time, they used to go party with Hell's Angels and everything back in the day. In the 70s, it was crazy. Let's see. What else he got? An NFL rating pass leader in 76, Burt Bell Award. I don't know what that is. Made the 1970s All-Decade team. I would say he was better than my man Bradshaw, to be honest. National champion at Alabama in 1965. And he is a member of the NFL Hall of Fame. I think he threw for like 23 or 27,000 yards in a day when that wasn't that very common. Ken the Snake Stabler. Now, I'll keep this short because y'all know who number 4 is. Y'all know who number 4 is. Any guesses? Anybody guess? Okay. Jalen. Yeah, from Houston, Texas, born in 1998, August. Y'all know the story. Y'all know the story. Came in as a freshman, as a backup quarterback, ended up starting, kept playing, led us to the championship, real young. We lost to Clemson. Then, you know, kept playing again. Got a lot of freshman awards, man. You know, Jalen, man, he took us a long way in 2017. A long way. He got us through a lot. Coach Saban had to make a GOAT-like move. Took him out. It was the right call. I don't know if it was the right call not to start him the next year, but you know, Tua did come in. So that season, we won the championship. Jalen was 13-1. Tua was, you know, 1-0, I guess. But you know, Tua took over in that junior year, and thank God Jalen was there to take over the SEC championship. But after he left, you know, Tua took us on to the national championship, and then, oh, wait a minute. Tua didn't take us to the national championship, did he? Huh. Interesting. No looking back. But while I'm looking back, I'm pondering everything that happened. But Jalen went on to Oklahoma, finished second in Heisman, became the Philly starter a few years back, went to Super Bowl and lost. And now, you know his name. You know his name. Just call it MVP. Go on, Jalen. Hey, man, the man did it. The man did it at the highest level. He did it. He did it. I just wonder if he was supposed to do it with us. But he did it there. Maybe he'll do it with us. I'm telling you, he's changed the game. Bobby Bowden said it a long time ago. Said, look, he played against Mike Vick, and he was off with his decades, but he said in 10 years, everybody gonna look like Mike Vick. We getting there. Because of what happened yesterday, because how hard it is to protect the Mahomes, and because a third of the teams are going to have a defensive line just like Philadelphia in about 2 years. They're going to go back to doing whatever they did last night. It's a copycat league. You can either try to go find your Mahomes, good luck, fat chance with that, or you can go get you somebody like Jalen. And I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, and It's Me said it earlier, you got to work with him. Jalen Milroe just went up. I do not see that man as a third-round quarterback. I barely see him in the second round, but if you smart and if your offense really is terrible, you need to go and draft Jalen Milroe, Mike Tomlin. I think Justin Fields, I think they messed his head up. We can try it, but you need to go on and get Jalen Milroe in the first round, because what he got, you can't coach. What's broken with Jalen, I think y'all can fix it. That's just me. That's just me. But take that down. And now it's time to say goodnight to all my Roll Tide friends. I'm not going to pain y'all anymore with that. But that's all I got. Join us here every Monday at 7:30 unless it's a major holiday. Please remember to join us 6 p.m. on Wednesday for Iron Bowl debates. And sometimes we have most times we have another episode on Friday. We just don't know when it's going to come out. So hit the subscription, get the notification bell turned on so you can get your notifications. I do understand some people are not getting notifications. I got to I'm at the bottom of the totem pole with your YouTube, but I try my best to see what's going on with my notifications. I mean, I ain't got but like a couple of hundo people. Notifications ought to be going out.